What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 42 of the Offshore Gamescast.
Oh, I'm Dylan.
I guess ladies first. I'm Dave.
No, don't even.
All right.
There is the whole pause. You always go first.
Yeah, maybe you should have paused longer. Come on, buddy.
You were looking at me like...
So?
Like, no,
It's a free goddamn country.
you were looking at me like, well, you gonna say it?
Or maybe I was just finding something to do with my eyes while I patiently built up suspense. Again. What's going on, Dylan?
I'm Dylan. That's Dave. We played video games.
All right, let me kick this shit off because fucking I haven't seen my plug yet. All right.
You're... What?
Fucking come on. Get a joke every once in a while.
I can't.
So
I'm not that smart.
I started a new game.
Yeah.
Emily and I started a new game.
Oh, this is... Wait, I guess it could be what I'm thinking.
Nope.
Expecting. Okay, it's not. Okay.
You're never gonna guess this.
Nope. It Takes
Nope.
Two. No.
She's already played that, actually.
Oh.
Hasn't played A Way Out, though.
A Way Out.
No.
Brothers.
I started a new game.
Well, you both did.
Yeah.
Together.
I've played Brothers. I've played A Way
Oh,
Out. I've played It Takes Two.
Lego?
I've played A Way Out twice.
A Lego game.
No.
No. Mario Kart.
No.
One of them that you haven't played.
No.
The
No.
early access Chocobo GP.
I wish.
No.
Wait.
Super.
No.
So it doesn't start with Super.
Doesn't start with anything.
Uh,
Yeah, it does.
Well,
but you're not
okay.
gonna fucking guess it. So
is it old?
no.
So it's new.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know.
Like okay, PS4, Xbox One era.
Yeah.
Is it a shooter?
No.
Is it a platformer?
I like 20 questions.
Yeah, is it a platformer?
No.
Oh. Is it Okay, is it a simulation game?
No. No.
No, is it a puzzle game?
No.
What? Okay.
It's no game.
Is it
You ever played Twiddling My Thumbs?
Is it Is it an ARPG? Is it Diablo? But you play Diablo.
I've played Diablo.
Is it Diablo 2?
No.
Am I on the right path? Is it an MMO? Is it an MMO?
No.
Okay. Is it just a third-person action game? Is it third person? Is it first person? Is it top down? What does this mean?
Yeah, it's like it's not isometric, but it's like top down, but it's not. I don't know. You can move the camera. I don't know. It's like ARPG. It's not Diablo. You know?
Is it? All right. Is it like pixelated graphics or is it like
no? But it's
3D.
It's cartoony 3D.
Cartoony 3D.
You know what the best part is that
okay? Have I heard of this game?
I don't know. Probably not. That's why. That you kept. I was literally just gonna get to it. We could be on here for hours.
I am baffled as to what the genre of this game could even be at this point.
It's a lot. So
Gauntlet.
No. What's Gauntlet?
You don't know Gauntlet?
Like a game or a game mode?
It's a game.
For what console?
Well, it was arcade originally. Then I played it growing up on the Dreamcast. Technically, well, that was the 3D. That was Gauntlet Legends, I think. Technically, the NES would be the first console.
All right, so no.
Well, it's had many iterations since then. I don't think I
played Gauntlet.
I don't think it had PS4.
We started Kitaria Fables.
Yeah, no.
Uh-huh.
Nope. Not even.
It's almost, it's almost like I knew this was gonna happen.
Not even. No. No.
She found this game, and she came across it, and she thought it was cute, and I was like, oh, let me look it up. Like, judging by the cover art, I was like, who knows what the fuck this game could be? So I looked up some gameplay, and I was like, oh, this is different, and
that was your reaction?
Not at all what I expected it would be. And on top of it, there's even more to it than I expected. So it is a top-down action. So like you have three. Okay, you're all cats. All the playable characters are cats.
All right. What was that cat game?
Cat Quest?
Yeah, it's Cat Quest.
No.
All right.
So everyone you play is cats, and there's a whole bunch of animals surrounding the area. So like there's a old goat, there's a little bunny, there's some other people who are just fucking can't do shit for themselves because it's spooky, scary out there. And you can go fight boogers and collect mucus.
Oh, this is so scary.
So scary. And there's also trolls. And
I mean, to be fair, if I went outside and there was like living boogers and mucus all over the place, I'd be scared.
No, you just gotta whack it with a sword a few times.
I don't have a sword.
I did.
Oh.
So you can do bow and arrow, sword, and magic. But I've only been able to do. I think I might have bought a bow and arrow. I can't tell yet because you don't level up traditionally. You just kind of like gain resources and then buy your weapons to get stronger. So it is a top-down 3D ARPG where you're running around as cats in like a. I want to say Zelda, not Zelda, just like kind of the top down. You're like whacking with a sword every once in a while, and they'll have like attacks that you have to dodge out of the way.
Tunic.
Kinda, like sorta, but like baby Tunic or whatever.
Baby Tunic.
And there's also a little teleport. The map is huge for the different sections, and you have to have both players go together. We are playing a co-op right now, which it's pretty fun so far. But the weird thing that threw me off is that it's like a full, like almost part farming resource management game as well in your little community.
Okay, my guess was going to be Stardew Valley.
Okay.
When I asked if it's simulation.
See, I heard simulation. I was like, I don't know what to say. So we've only gotten so far. We have like a little cabin that we can rest in, and here I'll get to this in a second because I just remember the funny part. So there's a little cabin, and there's a little safe spot. You can go out. You can train in your little area. It's like you have your own little place that they gave you because you're helping.
I like that.
Fix this area. So I was like, all right, cool. That's cool.
I love when they give you like a place like that in games. I love it.
And I'm pretty sure you should be able to decorate it another.
That's what I was gonna say. Can you customize it? Because
I mean, we're still very early, but I'm pretty sure we should be able to do stuff like that.
That's excellent.
So we went around, and there's definitely some enemies that we can't take out yet. So we have to like run around, do what we have to do, and then book it back because there's only so many pathways we can go so far. Most of them are like blocked off red, like a red dotted line that we can't cross, and the blue ones we can. But we haven't gotten too far, but we've taken out a few enemies. It was a little frustrating to learn that there is no like XP level up. So it's like, all right, so if we need to, we're just going to run past these enemies at this point. Unless you want to collect the resources, like collect the mucus or collect whatever.
So the incentive is the resources. There's no like experience to.
But there's still like a main story in a way that we're playing through. Like there's missions to do. But the funny thing is that if you are me, who is player 2, you can't like do anything besides just like wait for player 1 to make the main decisions and then move on. I can't skip dialogue. I can't save. I can't sleep in the bed.
Oh, where do you sleep?
I just stand.
You just watch. You watch her sleep.
Literally. I'm standing there and like, all right, it's time to go to bed now. And and she's like, all right, let's go to bed. And she goes and lays down in the bed, and I walk over, and it's like I have to hit okay or anything. And then I'm just literally standing over the bed, staring. And then it fades to black, and we wake up, and it's like, did you just? I was like, yep. I can't do anything. I can't save. I can't talk about quests. I can't do nothing. I'm just standing there. And then we run out. I'm like, all right, I can whack my sword. I could do this. But even you can't pass the barriers without the other person right next to you.
Oh.
Also, since I'm player 2, if I go too far away, I teleport back to her. And if she goes too far away, I teleport back to her.
Okay. So to me, this sounds like a game that was made, and then they were like, can we add co-op?
It looked like there was 4-player co-op, but apparently it's only 2. I mean, it's still good, but it's like, what am I? I'm waiting.
It was
waiting to whack it. I'm waiting
to whack it. I hate that.
I hate it too.
Sounds like they didn't build it from the ground up for co-op.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like they built the game and they were like, we could add a player 2 here. And then they didn't let them sleep. They could just stare.
I mean, yeah. And that's pretty much all I did.
Just stare.
But the cool thing is you could also change like your breed as well, and like the custom, like you have like a closet, and you could like change whatever breed you want.
But it still has to be a cat.
Yeah, but I mean that's great. It's like half the reason I wanted to play it. But like I said, we're still early. But it's like I don't know. It came out of nowhere. She found it. I was like, oh, this is a cute, fun little game.
Game of the year.
I don't know about that. Game of the month? I don't know about that. But it is a pretty good time so far.
That's good. You're gonna continue with it?
Oh yeah. I mean, we only stopped because either we were getting ready to go out or do something else, but we were playing for a decent while and we were having a good time.
Cool. What's it? Katari Fable?
Kataria Fables?
Kataria Fables.
It's honestly
it should have been in Cataria Fables.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like 2 on the fucking wet nose right there.
That could be a dog too. Could be.
Yeah. But this isn't the Topita. It's Kitaria. So that's just the way it is.
Speaking of dogs, this has been my new thing lately. I've been transitioning just no rhyme or reason. I take whatever word you're saying, I just say, speaking of dogs, and then I say Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Kirby's not a dog. And Kirby's a Kirby.
What the fuck is Kirby?
I don't know. Kirby's a Kirby.
I went to Target, and I actually saw the little fucking... They put the Kirby things on the balls.
Okay.
You don't know about this?
There's Kirby balls?
So you know the big red balls outside Target? Like the standard Target thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for the release of Kirby, they have like covers to put over those balls that are Kirby.
Really?
So like they're little like fabric things that they stretch over and zip up, and the balls just look like Kirby's, and there was 2 of them out there.
All right, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I've been seeing them. I've been seeing them all over the internet, but when I went this morning, I was like, oh fuck, I kind of want to steal one.
Yeah, I would want to steal one too, but that's, props to Target. That's pretty good. There must have been some sort of deal there because I kept getting sponsored ads on Twitter from Target for Kirby.
Okay.
So they must have been in cahoots.
Oh, yeah. Nintendo had their fucking fingers deep inside Target.
Deep inside Kirby.
Oh, yeah.
Because they made Kirby, a new one. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Dave, let me tell you about this game. It's good. It's really good. So to start off, we launched a game. You have 2 choices. You can either do wild mode, which is that is normal. Wild mode is normal. Or you could do Spring Breeze mode, which is like, all right, if you don't want any challenge whatsoever, Spring Breeze mode is the way to go.
I mean, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing.
So, like I said, wild mode sounds scarier than it is. It's just normal mode. In wild mode, you get more coins, but you have less health. And Spring Breeze mode, you're going to get less coins, but you have like a lot more health. Enemies are a lot easier to kill. All that fun stuff. Maybe this is just me, and maybe it's something with the soundtrack. I am getting some strong Mario Galaxy vibes from this game.
Oh, yeah?
You're not in space in that way. So, like, not like that. But just something about, like, the orchestral soundtrack and the general, like, I would say the levels are maybe a little less open than Galaxy. They're pretty linear with some, like, hidden paths. Mm-hmm. Which, like, it probably would be more comparable to 3D World, but there's something about, I don't know, I'm getting Galaxy vibes from it. And if it maybe I'm just saying Galaxy, it feels like a Mario game with some Kirby thrown in there.
I mean, that's
what this is.
That's 1, what we all expected, and 2, what we all wanted.
Yes.
Plus, we get a mouthful of it.
And, well, we're going to get to mouthful mode. But yeah, so it still has, like, imagine a 3D, like a Super Mario 3D World with Kirby shit. So, like, you're still sucking up enemies to take their abilities. There's all the noises that you would expect from it and everything. It still does that when you beat the level, the and the little Kirby dance with the Waddle Dees that you saved. Let's just get into mouthful mode. Because the first thing you get is the car. In like you start in like a tutorial level. You get the car and you're zooming through the rest of the level in your car. And this feels like the year where things are getting weird again with like video games in a good way. Because it does feel like it, the title card after the tutorial level as games do now. Okay, well, first off, I want to point out, I don't know if you noticed this from the trailers. Kirby's mouthful mode, like, for the car, it looks like it hurts so bad. Kirby is stretched out, like, the top of the car.
Is there, like, actual lore to how much he can...
I don't know if Kirby has a gender.
Did he eat them?
Maybe.
But it's like, is there not, like, because he's definitely swallowed massive shit. Like,
so, like, it's a car, and Kirby's feet are dangling off the back of the car. So the underside is all of, like, out.
Car.
Yeah, but it's, like, over the top. So think about how much Kirby's mouth has to stretch.
But that still feels like not nearly as much as they've done in the past.
That Kirby, I think, likes it. Because... a cutscene happens where Kirby
and I share the same kind of kinks then.
Kirby bumps into a radio to play this Japanese song all about going on a grand adventure with Kirby. And Kirby's just like driving through on this cutscene, and they keep like showing Kirby's face, like Kirby's eyes on the front of the car. And it looks so painful, but then Kirby's eyes are like, no, Kirby's eyes are so full of joy, like rocking out to the beat and like having a good time. But it looks like Kirby's in so much pain. And I was just laughing throughout this cutscene because it's stupid. It's stupid, but it's good.
Of course it is.
So far, I've gotten all sorts of mouthful modes. Mm-hmm. I've gotten the vending machine. I've been stairs. I've been stairs.
Stair mode?
Yeah. I've been a lift.
What the fuck? Are you just moving the stairs?
You move the stairs and you can like, all right, so you have the steps go up and then it kind of like drops to the flat side. You can smash down with that flat side on things. Like break metal boxes and destroy enemies. Most of the time you're using the stairs in a puzzle type way to like leave it on switches. And then you can like climb up it because it unlocked something. Mm-hmm. I've been a lift. I've been this big pipe that just rolled down a hill and I could jump through rocks and shit.
Kirby's laying pipe now?
Yeah. I was like, you can get like a raft thing where Kirby can kind of like inhale air, which lets it then like shoot out of the raft and like use it as like a projectile. Mm-hmm. You become a fence, which lets you like glide through the air.
Defense?
Not a defense, just a fence. It was already defense.
Why fence to glide through the air?
I don't know. You can find water pipes of like water shooting at it, and Kirby just puts his mouth there and gets full of water, becomes huge, and you're just a water balloon. You could see like the water level inside, like through Kirby.
Oh wait,
you spit it.
You don't swallow?
Kirby. That's the thing. Kirby doesn't really...
Kirby has a choice.
The only time Kirby swallows is when Kirby's taking over someone's ability. Otherwise, Kirby spits.
Oh, boy. Where does it go?
I don't know.
Where does it go?
My best scientific guess would be that Kirby, when Kirby eats an enemy and then takes that ability, Kirby quickly digests that enemy and shits out its ability somehow and then puts that shit on him. And then he's that shit with that ability. That is for a scientific guess.
Is Kirby literally just the blob and is just dissolving everything that is not necessary?
Well, I guess.
He should swallow more then. He could dissolve it.
There's something you're not going to like, which is each level
has a certain amount of collectibles that you need to do before you can move on.
Kind of.
Damn it!
So each level, when you beat a level, you're saving anywhere between 3 and 5 Waddle Dees by default.
But so that's like you have to save a certain amount before you can continue?
So like it's literally like the end of the level. There's 3 to 5 Waddle Dees in a cage. And like that's the end of the level. And you get that. But there's then bonus objectives attached to each level along with hidden Waddle Dees. So some are literally just like, oh, you found the hidden path, you did the challenge, here's a hidden Waddle Dee. Other ones are like, oh, there's these 5 little duckies around. You go up to a ducky, it starts following you, get all 5 and bring it back to the mom. You get a Waddle Dee. Some are literally just like, eat the 3 ice cream cones hidden in the level, Waddle Dee. Some are, there's this little battle arena spot with like a little bridge in the middle and the rest is water. Do the fight without falling in the water. Now, you don't know any of these when you start a level. Mm-hmm. I get most of them organically. I'm not at the point where I have to run through the level a few times because...
Does it tell you like how many that there are per level?
Yeah, it will show you how many there are, and then they have like question marks. So I know if I did everything, then like, okay, I did it. Mm-hmm. When you beat a level, if you like, so you get to the end of the level, you didn't get everything, finish it, it will unlock one of those things. It will like tell you what it is. Mm-hmm. So you'll be like, oh, and then you can go back in. The good news is that if you're not doing any exploring and literally just going from point A to point B in the level to finish it, we're talking like 2 to 3 minutes a level. It is so quick if you're not doing any of that.
Oh.
Really, if you are just running by everything to finish a level, really quick. Now, to unlock the boss level of a world, you do need a certain amount of Waddle Dees. I've been getting, of course, you know me. Oh no, not the keys.
Yeah, they were in my pocket and I'm getting a little chilly, so I got a zippy.
Oh. Wow. Can I talk now?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Continue.
I've been getting every single Waddle Dee, as you can imagine. I think if you're going through a level, like not rushing through it and still like, exploring things, finding some hidden Waddle Dees, you should be fine. It doesn't seem like an egregious amount of Waddle Dees.
Fuck you, Captain Toad treasure tracker bullshit.
So it doesn't seem nearly as bad as that because I have, I'm almost done with the 3rd world. I just need to do the boss a couple more times to get the hidden Waddle Dees. Mm-hmm. And that will have me at around 150 Waddle Dees. I only needed 21 to unlock that boss. So it might have been 21 specifically from World 3 or some shit, but it really is not egregious at all.
Egregious Philbin?
It's sure. Then there's Waddle Dee Town.
And there's not a single one. Or
there isn't.
It's where they all go once you collect them.
Yes. So there is one Waddle Dee starts there with you. It's Bandana Waddle Dee.
And he's panicking.
That's player 2. If you want to have a player 2 with you, they could be Bandana Waddle Dee. Otherwise, yeah, Waddle Dees start appearing there as you save them. Most of them are just like chilling around the town. Just doing nothing, just like sitting on benches or lounging. They're just chilling. But then once you get to 50 Waddle Dees and then 60 and then so on and so forth, it starts to unlock a lot of things in the town. Mm-hmm. The first thing you unlock is a movie theater, which you can go to and just rewatch any cutscene from the game.
Okay.
It's not the most interesting considering there's not like story moments really.
Like you can't just like pick like Casablanca or anything.
Nope. I did rewatch Kirby jamming out to that Japanese song though. I rewatched that one.
You know what's cool? In the darkness, there's a spot where you can go. And
what's the darkness?
So you remember the game I've described before of Jackie Estacado turns 18 or 21, has these giant darkness tentacle things come out of him, and they're like, "Yeah, Jackie,
Yeah,
Come
okay.
into the darkness.
Yes. Once you start to do that, yes.
Yeah. So in that game, there's one spot where you can go and you can meet up with your girlfriend, Jenny, and you sit down on the couch and you have to decide when you want to get up. And there's a black and white movie playing on the TV. You could just watch that movie and you don't have to get up. If you never get up, you could just watch that whole movie.
Yeah, it's not that in depth of Kirby. We're talking 30-second movies.
Quickie.
Yeah, it's a quick quickie. But then
no swallowing.
Next thing you unlock is a ability upgrade shop thing. Basically, when you beat a level, you then unlock 1 or 2 challenge levels. They're optional. They're not like you don't need to beat these levels and continue in the game. Mm-hmm. You get special. I don't remember what they're called. They're like rainbow star things. They're called rock, some sort of rock, I think.
Lobster.
You need, I think, 2 of those and a blueprint for a specific ability. The shop owner, blacksmith, I guess, gives you a few blueprints to start out when you unlock the shop. From there on out, you can just find them hidden in levels. But that lets you upgrade all your abilities that you find. So, for example, do you know like the classic sword ability from Kirby? It's the one that makes you look like Link.
Yeah.
You can then upgrade that. And now I have a much bigger sword with much bigger reach. It also looks completely different. It's like a different hat type thing. And it's much more powerful. So you can do that with all the abilities as you find blueprints. The challenge levels are
challenging.
Yes, that's kind of the idea of them. It is like in a way of yeah, I know. In a way of like
Continue.
They give you like a target time. They all have that. It's that type of thing.
All right.
So
targets are open pretty long though.
You don't have to do it within the target time to beat the level. Like you'll still get the rainbow rock thing. But you don't if you do it within the target time, you get bonus coins. And I'm me, which means I can't not do it within the target time.
Yeah.
But they haven't been too bad. Like, none of this game has been all that challenging. Mm-hmm. I haven't died once. I've had to restart those challenge levels because I didn't do it quick enough, but I haven't died a single time. After that, you unlock a cafe. And the cafe comes with a little mini game that has 3 difficulties, which is... what are those, like Diner Dash? It's like that type of thing. There's a line of people that come up with orders, and like level 1, you have the choice between the M tomato thing that refills your health, or like a maple syrup bottle. And they come up, they tell you your order, and you have to choose the right one quickly enough, or a meter goes down, and then all the customers get upset. And it's that. The next level has 3 options. The next level has 4 options, and like the meter goes down quicker. Mm-hmm. Which brings me to the gacha machine.
Oh.
So
I love me some gacha.
Well, you can find the little what are they called? The little plastic containers, from the gacha machines with like the top that you pop off. It was called something. Gacha balls.
Hey Siri. What are the plastic containers that gacha things come in?
Gacha balls is what I'm going to call them.
You're going to let us search for takeout containers.
No, they're definitely not that. I'm going to call them gacha balls. You can find...
Gacha balls!
You can find gacha balls
throughout
levels, and you get little like amiibo-looking figures.
Okay.
So you get Kirby, you get different Waddle Dees, you get Kirby and all of his abilities, all sorts of different items, all sorts of all that shit. Mm-hmm. But for a measly 10 coins a spin, you can go to the gacha machine down Gacha Machine Alley, and you can just fucking spin. Ooh. You can keep spinning until you get all the it lets you know when you have all the figures you possibly can at that point. So so you're not sitting there spinning and like just getting duplicates. Mm-hmm. I did a good 20 to 30 minutes of just spinning till I got everything I could. And I was wondering what was going on because it specifically said Series 1. And I have like 4 left in Series 1 that I haven't unlocked somehow for whatever reason. But right before, like earlier today when I stopped playing, I had just unlocked Gacha Machine Series 2 with a whole new set of figures. It's not as long. It's not very long. I don't know. I would call this, if you're 100%ing it, maybe like a 10-hour game.
Ooh. Okay.
Because I am through World 3. I have about 150 Waddle Dees. And I looked up how many are in the game, and it's 300 total. And I will say, doing tasks throughout the town, or like, and I'll get to one other building I forgot. But it's like you do all 3 levels at the cafe. They give you a specific like cafe amiibo looking figure for your collection.
Ooh.
Kirby does have a little house. It's pointless. You could just sleep in it. That's it. Oh, and you can open up a book which will give you information about older Kirby games.
Oh, that's cool.
I saw it at first because it had the pictures everywhere. I was like, oh, can I play all the old Kirby games? No, you can't play them. It just gives you a little information about them. And then there's another thing where you have to give this Waddle Dee, it's like their post office, but what you have to do is give them a hidden code that you find, and then they drop off a package in front of your house with like coins and items and stuff. So like, he's like, yeah, I hid one on the wall over there. So you go over there, and your little blue flying dude that's accompanying you is like, hey, I can read it. And it's like in all caps, first delivery or something. So then you have to go back to the dude, and the keyboard comes up, and you have to type in all caps, first delivery. And he's like, yep. So I found 3 of those around town so far. And then he gave me a little amiibo figure. Oh, and there's one Waddle Dee. He's like a professor. Sits on a bench. And he will tell you how many blueprints you missed, if you missed any so far. And then he will just give you all the fucking stats you want. Like,
Kirby shoe size.
Not like that. Like, this amount of enemies have been sucked up in the world. Like, shit like that.
How many enemies have been sucked? Tell me.
5 kabillion coins have been collected by all players. It's like it's a database of every single thing that like
has
every player
ever happened
in this game. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you talk to him enough times, and he gives you a little figure. Yeah.
Leave me alone. Take this figure. Go.
I also just unlocked a Coliseum. And I just unlocked it alongside Gacha Machine Series 2. So I haven't actually checked it out. It seems like some sort of boss rush thing. But I'd imagine another figure is there, so I'm going to be all over that.
Absolutely.
Really fun game.
I'm excited to try it when I have the time.
No time. But
no time.
It is really fun. I think it's definitely deserving of like all those 9 out of 10 scores it was getting.
Ooh. Okay. Especially for his first little adventure.
Yeah,
3D.
I saw the headline. I didn't actually look into it, but it was like, this doesn't necessarily mean Kirby's going to be 3D from now on.
It's like, well, yeah.
Which, yeah, I don't think anyone
Nintendo.
expected. Yeah. And I don't think anyone expected, like, do you expect every Mario game to be 3D from now on?
No.
No. Exactly.
Do you expect every COD to have zombies?
Well.
Now,
yeah. Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Gonna burp again.
But yeah, that's Kirby. Really good. It not as weird as that Japanese song they played in the beginning. I was hoping it was going to be weird throughout the whole thing.
I wish it was Kiryu singing.
That would have been great. It was a female singer.
No.
But nope. Well, he is sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But still not him.
Kirby-chan!
That would be great.
That would be fantastic.
But no.
Done?
That's it. That's Kirby.
I started another game.
I know this one.
Of course you did. Everybody does. And now finally I had time to play. I got to finally dip my toes in Tiny Tina's
Ghostwire
Wonderlands.
Tokyo. Oh.
I want to play that.
I'm going to play that this week.
But I started some Wonderlands, and of course I'm excited because more Borderlands. Even though it's not Borderlands, it's Wonderlands, but it's Borderlands.
It's Wonder Borderlands.
It's great so far.
Yeah, I've seen a decent amount of it. I haven't played it, but it seems different.
Yeah, no,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, no.
I mean, a lot of the changes are really cool, and then they really they make a lot of these little changes to fit into the game specifically, not necessarily like enhancing them for like each time you go. It's like, all right, if we change it up and we do it like this, it'll fit perfectly for what we're doing here. It's like, oh, okay. So, like they have like the hero points now, which when you level up, you get a skill point for like your standard skill tree and whatnot. And you get a hero point to which you can put that into, I don't remember all of them, but it's like intelligence, dexterity, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like that, like for example, I'm putting all of my points into intelligence, which is giving me less cooldown on my spell casting. So I'm really trying to get that up so I can blast out these spells left and right.
Do you like not have a lot of health then?
So it's not necessarily like that. I mean, there are skills that can do that. So like I have one skill now where I no longer heal my shield, but I do more spell damage.
Okay. I've seen a decent amount of using this spell and it takes away a chunk of health and shit like that.
No, I mean, it's just kind of in general that mages are weak.
Fucking weak ass mages.
That's what they are. So speaking of which, I chose the spell shot because, of course, and I'm using the action skill that lets me use 2 spells at once.
Whoa.
So the spells replace like the grenade and whatnot. So I got, right now on my left hand, I got a wand that I can charge up, and then it's almost like a close burst, like shotgun thing where it's like I could just do a bunch of damage. And then the other one that I have is another wand that sends out 3 like not heat seeking, but like enemy tracking little ice things. They're not like ice shards, but it's like little cryo that goes and seeks them out.
Yeah.
That does makes it so you're doing a little bit more damage to them. So I'm doing that to slow them down, and then I'm doing this, and I'm running up, and I'm shooting, and then this spell's back, so I'm using it again, and I'm just spells left and right. It's so good. I love all the wands and the spells, and there's also like little AoE snaps that like you can do like different elemental area
like your
effects.
character literally snaps.
Like just like that, and then boom, and then
boom.
Mm-hmm. And you could definitely like chain stuff together too if you wanted to, like slow them down, bring these enemies together, boom, do this. And there's so much more that I don't even know yet because I'm only like 4 hours in so far. But it also feels like they've done more work with the balancing in some places. So I started on the hardest difficulty, as obviously. And I've been running through, and after 4 hours, I think I'm only like level 13. So either there hasn't, like the enemy encounters have been very specific and they're doing something different with their new overworld, but it's like, all right, I feel like it's taken a little while to start leveling up. But it's always the beginning of a Borderlands game where it's like, all right, I got to get there first and then know exactly what I'm doing. Dropped it real bad.
Yeah, it's okay. It was just the marker I was fiddling with. I got my pen here.
All right.
I'll fiddle with that. For a second, I thought you meant that Tiny Tina's dropped it real bad, and I was like, well, what do you mean?
No. It's like I'm so used to endgame in the other Borderlands games.
Yeah.
So like I finish them so quickly and then I just play a shit ton. So it's like, all right, this is taking a little bit. Also, a lot of the weapons that I've gotten so far, they were like, like they're not like the best. So like right now I had this one pistol that was doing, or it's like a crossbow, it was doing a lot of damage, but it would be like, so like it has a lot. It's always a one reload and then it's done, but it does a lot of damage. So I'm like running around like boom, wait, boom, spell, boom.
That's my favorite song.
Boom, spell, boom, boom, spell, boom.
Yeah, boom, wait,
boom,
spell.
The sound of my spell. But a lot of the changes that they've made so far have been really interesting. And I'm curious if I'm missing out on some of that leveling and other stuff because the new overworld is very different.
Random encounters.
So it is literally like a D&D game board with your character walking around, and there are little, not Metrovania kind of things where it's like you got to get an ability to come back, and then like now I can smash these branches and like go get something behind this. It's like, oh, I don't have the access to like jump over here yet. I can't jump. I recently just got I got to go find a key now to go unlock this Cheeto.
I saw the Cheeto.
Yeah.
I have seen the Cheeto.
Yeah. So there's that. I got to go find the key now. And
personally, I would never put a cheese doodle on my game board.
It fell on the game board.
Oh. And then
they're just
went
using
with
it. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I can respect that.
Yeah, it's like,
that
we made a mess. It's like, yeah, but we're just going to go with it.
That I can respect.
Yeah.
That I kind of like.
There's like a flowing can of soda around. There's like a whole bunch of bottle caps that you have to like punch to like walk across to make a bridge.
If I dropped a can of soda on my game board and it's pouring soda, I'm going to grab it. I'm not going to leave
it's like a waterfall type thing. So it's like a constant flowing. It like adds into it.
But where is it coming from?
Honestly, I don't know how the soda got there.
Is Tiny Tina constantly switching out cans of soda to keep it flowing?
I mean...
And if so, how many cans of soda does she have?
Well, here's the thing. Mordecai is the one who drinks the soda now, but back then, he was still a raging alcoholic, so I don't know where all this soda's coming from.
Tiny Tina!
Yeah, but she doesn't... I feel like she's not.
I don't know. The robot. The robot.
Fret?
Sure.
No. Robot.
Sure. I know they're a robot.
But in the overworld, there's also tall patches of grass to which a random encounter could spawn. Kinda. So it's a random enemy that'll just start walking to you, and you can punch them and then not do the random encounter if you don't want to. Or you can
that's interesting.
Walk into them, and then you'll go through like the little like time warp or like teleport thing, and you'll just wind up and it says encounter started, and you're just in like an arena, and you're just running around taking out enemies, and then there's a little like D20 floating at the end that you can hit for loot, and then go into a portal, come back out, and then continue on.
Do you get anything at all if you just like punch the enemies if you don't want to do the fight?
I got an achievement for the first time you do it. I don't remember if you get any experience or anything.
That's even just a small amount.
I can't remember.
Okay.
Because I've only done so many. Because it's like, yeah, these are fun, but they're not really doing much for me. I want to continue playing the game. And like, I'm doing all the side missions. I'm going to 100% this game.
So my girlfriend has been playing. Mm-hmm. And one thing that kind of surprised me is that she has rolled a 20 a couple times on dice, which is like, that's a critical hit. That's like, top shot shit. Mm-hmm. I would have thought that gives you a legendary.
So are you talking about the gold?
Maybe.
Dice sitting around?
I've seen gold dice too.
So those are, I don't know. It also depends. Like I haven't beaten the game yet, but I assume there's going to be, I mean, I don't know. This one's different. Maybe there isn't a second playthrough. There probably is, but maybe there isn't. There probably is.
Probably is, if I had to guess.
I wish there was still a third fucking playthrough on Borderlands 3. Bring my shit back, dude.
What?
So in Borderlands 2, you had normal mode, TVHM, right, and then UVHM.
Ultra Vault Hunter mode.
Ultimate.
Well, they're kind of the same.
Yeah. But they didn't bring it back for Borderlands 3.
Oh.
I was like, damn. Because I would have just kept going.
I would guess this just has the 2 then.
Probably.
Why should just have 1?
Yeah. No.
That would be disappointing.
It seems like the max level or whatever right now is 40 for whatever they like the final unlock thing that you can't do yet is.
Didn't you say you're already at level 14?
13. But it has taken a while to get there. Granted, it's the layout is kind of different. I haven't really gone back and like just farmed bosses yet. I haven't even gotten a single legendary yet, which is kind of exciting.
I mean, yeah.
Borderlands 2 did it perfectly. Borderlands 3, Borderlands 2 did it perfectly. Pre-sequel ruined it. And you got like nothing ever.
Pre-sequel is the one everyone hates, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Borderlands 3 was like, do you have enough yet? Do you have enough?
They were really spitting them out.
Oh, there were so many, and they were not paying attention to any of the dedicated drop pools. So they were just literally, when the game came out, you just went to the second vault boss and you just farmed him over and over, and you got like 8 or 9 legendaries like almost per run, and you were just getting, because they had like,
that's too many.
They had like the world pool, so you could just get like anything from them. And so people just kept farming him over and over and over again.
That's too many.
Yeah. I mean, there's still world drops. There's a higher chance to get them in that game, and then the dedicated drops are frustrating because you have a chance to get like the one thing you're looking for, and each boss can have like 2 to 3 to 4 dedicated drops. So it's gotta get the one you want, get the version you want, get the stats you want, if you can even get what you want.
I always get what I want. Always.
No, this is life.
It's my life. And I get what I want.
Yeah, and you can cry if you want to.
I can. I can't.
One thing
if I just wanted to cry, I can't. I can't cry on demand.
I could.
I know you can.
Yeah.
I've seen you do it.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can maybe like punch myself in the head enough times to cause so much pain that I'm crying.
I just got to think about any trauma, pretty much.
I
just got to let down 1 or 2 or 5 of my masks, and then boom, waterworks.
I like water.
That works for me. One thing I'm also excited about that's kind of new is that, so instead of getting to choose necessarily your one vault hunter and whatnot, you are literally creating a character.
Right.
To a T. I made a really dope looking dude, and I couldn't figure out a good name, so I went with Julian. I don't know, man. I was thinking of something cool.
No. Listen.
I smoked that night, and I was taking way too long to figure a name. I was taking too long. I couldn't think of anything cool, so I said, I don't know. If I just pick Julian, I can start playing.
There's nothing wrong with the name Julian.
It kind of looked like he fit my dude.
But
he looked like he could be a Julian.
You're playing D&D.
No, I'm playing B&B.
No, you're playing D&D.
B&B.
Is that what it's called in this game?
Bunkers and Badasses.
Okay, but it's D&D.
But it's Bunkers and Badasses.
All right, you're playing B&B.
Airbnb?
Bank. Yeah. You don't want to be Julian. You don't want to be Dave.
I definitely don't want to be Dave.
You want to be fucking...
I was going to go for something like, I don't know, like something cool like, I was going to go like Helion or Helios, or I was going to go...
Yeah, that sounds way better.
It didn't fit. It didn't feel like it fit the dude.
And Julian does?
Kinda. It kind of fit him. I don't know. He's Julian now. He's Julian from the day we made him.
Boo.
He's kind of villainy.
Sorry, could you say that again? I'm having trouble hearing you.
What are you doing?
Oh, is my watch? Whoops. It was my watch.
Siri was not invited onto the podcast.
Actually, Siri gets asked often. Had to double check this. She wasn't listening. She gets asked often about many things. Anyway.
Yeah, but...
Shut up!
Fuck Siri.
Shut the fuck up! I'm gonna fucking...
Are you choosing Siri over me right now?
No, I'm choosing my fucking short-term memory problems and trying to focus on...
As long as it's not Siri.
Hey, Siri?
No!
One thing I'm excited about that is kind of new. So you have your one Vault Hunter, and it's a full custom character, but because there's 6 different classes, you have the ability to double class halfway through the game or partway through the game. So I don't know who else I would pick. And
Julian.
He is Julian.
The pack rat.
Pack rat?
Wasn't that one of them?
No.
Like you're a hoarder?
What?
It's one of the classes.
What are you talking about?
I'm telling you.
There's the Stablemancer, the Berserker, Spell Shot.
Maybe it's not a class. It's like another thing.
What?
Pack rat. Yeah. Here. It's a background. All right, it's a background. Sorry. When you're creating a character.
It just says Pack Rat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me Control F. Pack rat. Yeah, this is for a Graveborn build.
Okay.
benefits most from the pack rat background with a focus on intelligent and attunement.
All right, so you're just looking at builds now.
Apparently, but it's a background. It's a pack rat background.
All right, whatever. Well, I'm not the Graveborn. And
Are you a village idiot?
I don't know. What did I choose? Name off them?
Oh, no. Okay. I see pack rat, village idiot,
No.
or raised by elves. Inventory hoarder.
I want to say I picked the fourth one.
That's all that came up for these builds.
Oh, that's okay. So you're still looking at builds. So it's literally telling you what would be the best for that class.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Backgrounds. I didn't spell Wonderlands right at all. No, I don't want 30 plus Tiny Tina's Wonderlands HD wallpapers. I want here best character backgrounds. Okay, here we go. For your is this?
Yeah, just all character backgrounds.
Yeah, that's what I. Spell shot? No, that's for the village idiot.
What? No, spell shot is the class.
Yeah. Okay, so raised by elves. No, this is good. Okay. Failed monk.
All right, what does that one say?
While your character quickly found out the monk lifestyle isn't for them.
What's the bonus?
The stat changes: +4 wisdom, +2 intelligence, -2 dexterity, and -4 strength.
I don't remember. Maybe I did. I don't fuck. Whatever.
Recovering inventory hoarder.
No. Maybe I did raised by elves.
Rogue alchemist.
I did make my dude elfy.
That's all that came up on this guy's list.
Anyway, I'm excited to see what that'll be like because I've already come across class mods that have stuff for 2 classes. I only got the 1 class. Ow.
That sounded like it hurt.
Actually, it didn't. Usually it hurts on that side, but it felt pretty good.
That sounded like it hurt.
No, I'm all right. The only other thing that is not fully gripping me so far is the story.
Okay.
And now I just hit like the turning point where it might start get interesting because it's doing one of those. It's like, hey, the characters are on the board are taking over. What are we gonna do? So it's like the Dragon Lord is back and he goes, you know what? Fuck you. I'm in control now. And he's just like controlling the narrative and whatnot. So I was like, oh, cool. I like that.
Okay.
But even most of the side quests I've done so far, I'm just like, whatever.
They're not like in depth. Is it more just like, go get this?
It's like I get it's frustrating because it's a D&D campaign type thing. And
B&B.
It reuses so many things from Borderlands 3 in a way that I get, in a way that I also don't get.
It reuses thing from Borderlands 3?
Kind of. So there's this one boss called the Zom boss that is like a astral ethergy energy blah 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 that goes from body to body, and it's literally the exact same character and the same writing as the section with Genevieve in Borderlands 3, to the point where it's like I get the reference they're doing, but it's so exact. So it's like you have Genevieve and it goes, oh, shut up, Balex, you little cutie idiots. What are you guys doing? And then in this thing, it'll be like, oh, I'm the Zom boss, you little cutie idiots. And it's the same voice actor. It's the same everything. So I'm like, I get it. But also, this is Tiny Tina when she's 13.
That's what I was going to say.
None of these characters exist.
Yeah.
And
or even if they do, they don't know them.
Yeah. And the same thing, we have Paladin Mike, who is just Lorelei.
I mean, that goes over my head, but sure.
Yeah, it's the same character and whatnot. They're just doing their thing again, in a way.
If they were going to do that, they should have been using characters from, like, Borderlands 2.
That would have been nice. And all these other characters are brand new. I don't know who the fuck Fret is. I don't know who Andy Samberg's character is.
Me.
They're all just random new people. So I'm like, all right, fine. But it's like seeing those things where it's repeated again, and I'm just like, all right, I don't really care too much.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, the story and narratives have always been really good for these games, but the gameplay is really what sticks out the most, and that's what I'm keeping up with. But I'm just like, all right, hopefully now it'll start getting better, but I'm also curious what other almost exact reuse stuff I'm going to see.
Yeah, hopefully not too much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know Borderlands lives a lot, or leans on references in general. I shouldn't say leans on it. There's a lot of references in Borderlands games.
It's what they do, but at the point where they're literally just copying exactly what they've already done.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, like, I've done this, and as a Borderlands fan, you would know, you've done this 10, 20, 30 times, because we just keep playing it over and over again, so it's like, all right, here's something new, you little cutie idiot. I'm like, ah.
But is it like hindering your enjoyment? Like, are you enjoying this more than you were enjoying Borderlands 3?
Off the get-go, no.
Interesting.
But, like, the other stuff that I do care about is exciting, like the spells, the new classes. It's taking a little bit to level up, but I know I'll get there. I'm still going to have 100% this game, have a really fun time. But I still think it's too early and I'm not fully there yet. But if they keep continuing with those things, it will start to hinder my enjoyment.
Okay. Well, hopefully it's just up from there.
Hopefully. I mean, the treasure trove thing that I got was pretty fucking cool.
Oh, yeah, with all the collectibles.
Yeah, there's a huge plush, a butt stallion. There's tarot cards, which are sick. Little Bunkers and Badasses module. Pins, cloth map, and the buildable little paper castle that I don't know if I'll actually build because it looks like
build it.
Maybe in a place where I know it won't get fucked up, or I can
build it,
or I won't be moving out.
Build it.
I have nowhere to put it.
In your butt stallion.
In my ass.
Is your ass butt stallion?
Give me paper cuts in my butt.
Okay. I played a little more Elden Ring. I only just wanted to shout it out for one thing. You know how you played a little Elden Ring?
Yeah.
You know how players leave messages all the time, hidden path ahead?
Mm-hmm.
And it never is.
No.
I was in a dungeon. It was. I hit the wall and it disappeared.
What?
And it was a secret boss.
And did you beat him?
Yeah, of course I did.
Oh, of course.
This is the genius thing about Elden Ring. It's still hard, but like that night I played for a couple hours and I beat 3 bosses. And in no past From Software game could you play for a few hours and beat 3 bosses. Well, okay, speedrunners and shit can, but like, you know, the average player. It's genius. Constant progress.
It's fucking brilliant.
It's brilliant. And I did just want to shout out. Remember I was talking about Tunic last week? I was talking about that really bad area that was bullshit.
Yeah. What was it, Kirk?
Yeah, buddy Kirk from the Grumpy Gamers let me know that I shouldn't be there. That place is called The Quarry. I definitely should not be there yet.
I saw that out of context. I'm like, how the fuck did both of these guys get The Quarry?
So when I first saw the notification, I saw The Quarry. My first thought was that there was some sort of meme thing going around with The Quarry game that was like setting up some sort of like, because I saw Kirk tag that was like, you're in The Quarry.
And I'm just like, what?
And I was like, oh, is it going to be some sort of like weird social media thing going on with the new game?
Did I miss like an email or something?
Yeah, no, it's just, Tunic.
So you can finally go back and find that boss that I keep talking about.
I guess so. So thanks for that, Kirk. Thank you.
Thanks, Kirk.
Thanks, Kirk. All right, that was all I wanted to shout out. I didn't play anything else.
Yeah, I mean, I've only played those 2 so far. Definitely going to get back to Tiny Tina's and hopefully all the other games that I have shoved up my ass.
Why? No, what? You'll shove all these games up your ass, but not some paper?
There's some things I'm debating about shoving up my ass.
Like paper?
Maybe.
I hope so. All right, we got some news.
Breath of the Wild's been delayed till 2023 in spring.
Yeah, it was. Yes, it was. Yeah, surprise, surprise.
No one's surprised.
No one is surprised at all.
It's still going to be a really good gaming year.
Oh, yeah, like this year is going to be great, and all the games this year has already been great, honestly. And then all the games getting delayed to 2023.
Which is going to make 2023 a good year.
Yeah, 2023 is going to be great, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a quick one to just shoot out there like that.
That's the first thing I had.
First thing I have is that we got another Activision-Blizzard lawsuit.
Yup.
Did you see this one?
I probably did. I know it's important and it's news, but anytime I see something like that, I immediately just get mad and I just don't look into it.
All right, you're gonna get mad.
Of course, I get fucking mad every time.
This is the person in the lawsuit is anonymous, so they're just going by Jane Doe. So this is again Activision-Blizzard sexual harassment, a lot of that throughout the years. This was more recent. This employee began working there in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
On her first day, there was like a lunch, like a business lunch deal, and apparently she was like pressured, not forced, but pressured, so kind of forced, to take shots at tequila and reveal embarrassing secrets to all the employees. That's just like already not great, but it gets worse. From there on out, she was often like kind of pressured to drink at these types of things. And then they went through, they didn't specify exactly what this was. They would have employees do cube crawls, which ended up with a lot of the females getting like groped or have remarks towards them.
Assuming just going from cubicle to cubicle, getting people to drink and then just being fucking disgusting.
Probably. They didn't specify exactly what it was, but yeah, along those lines, I'd imagine. The worst, I mean, that's all bad, but it's even worse that she started to speak up against this. She would like dress more conservatively and like say shit about this. And she got slapped with they were just the studio leaders. They were just trying to be nice and friendly and like have a relaxing environment. And was specifically told not to go public with it because it'll hurt the company's image.
Oh, boo fucking who?
Uh-huh. She had to send a handwritten letter to the then president of Activision Blizzard, sorry, to get a department switch, which that finally did something. She switched departments. And the department she was switched to was a lower ranked job with less pay. So, lawsuit. Because fuck Activision Blizzard. That was all from Bloomberg. They're on top of this shit at Bloomberg. You look angry now.
Yeah, I don't even like fucking talk because I just repeat the same goddamn shit every time that all those fucking pieces of shit are garbage. And how fucking hard is it to just work and get the shit done, not be a sack of shit, and just fucking respect people?
It's apparently really hard for some people. Yeah, it's fucked up. It is fucked up. You want me to just move right on to the next story? Or do you want to take the next? Are you good?
What? I don't know. Fuck it. Just fucking. You fucking do it.
All right. GTA Plus was announced. This is the GTA Online subscription service. It will only be on the PS5 and the Xbox Series versions of the game. So this will cost $5.99 a month, and it comes with a lot of goodies. You have played a decent amount of GTA Online, so. You tell me if this is a good value or not.
I did look into it, and if it was going to be anything anywhere from like $10 to $20, that would have been bullshit. When I saw it was like $6, I was like, okay, but come on, Rockstar.
Yeah. So it's $5.99 a month, and this is what it comes with. It will always come with $500,000. Again, I don't know if that's a lot in the game or not.
Yeah, not if you want actual cool shit.
Okay, but then it comes with, and the rest of this list will be exclusive to like this subscription service, like the only way to get these things. So exclusive properties, vehicles, upgrades. You get discounts, cash/RP bonuses. It seems like you will have access to some past time limited events. So, like, events that have happened, you can now go back and play some of them, only if you have this subscription. And you can get members-only shark cards with extra bonus cash. I don't know what that means.
Shark cards are the in-game microtransactions that you spend on real money to get money in-game.
So you can get members-only one. Oh, okay. Okay, so you can get ones that give you bonus cash for the same price. Okay, yeah.
The only annoying thing is that a lot of those things that they give you with this subscription thing is that you already have to be certain certain things in the game already. So it's like if you're not a CEO or if you're not a this, like you have to do stuff to even get to have a yacht, and like, oh, now you have this, you can have other cool stuff.
Okay, so this is really for the people that are like already neck deep in GTA Online all the time.
Yeah, like I'm not too far into like the other shit. I just love hopping in and just fucking around for hours.
Right. So you wouldn't get this.
No. Okay. Especially not with how infrequent I end up playing it. I play it frequent enough than like other people, but not frequent enough to warrant even a $6 charge like that.
Okay. Well, that's GTA Plus.
Coming on 420, we're getting a gaming showcase focused on the MetaQuest and some of its games.
Oh, I did not see this.
I'm excited. Hopefully we get more on the GTA, what was it, San Andreas?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
That's going to be cool.
Was that ever officially?
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't? Okay, I wasn't sure if it was officially announced or one of those things where it's like, yeah, we're reporting that they're working on it. They haven't said anything.
Yeah, no, Lizard Boy was like, yep, here we are. And we're working on this game.
You're right, yep.
And everyone was just like, oh, shit, okay. And then I haven't heard anything since.
Hopefully, that would be fun.
Oh, yeah. But I'm curious what else they have in store, especially from that massive million, billion, trillion dollar.
Wow, a million, billion, trillion.
Probably.
Speaking of a million, billion, trillion.
I wonder what rich people use as currency besides regular money, because they definitely have some like elitist currency.
Crypto?
No, even more elitist. Like fucking like the blood of anyone born in Antarctica. Like in little vials, and like they trade that around.
I don't want to go down. I was going to go down that path a little more, but it's just disturbing either way you look at it. Because that would just mean if they're rich, they're just going to have people slaughter people that are in Antarctica for their blood.
Yeah, they're rich.
Yeah. And I don't want to go down that hole.
We can't stop them.
I can't.
No one can.
Well,
they're rich.
Maybe like the collective we, like you and me, that might be enough power.
No.
But just me, I can't.
You and me together don't even make 0.0000001% of the 1%.
But it's not about the money with them. We we have our power.
You're not
to stop them.
I put something down and you have yet to pick it up. We're two guys. Do you know how many people are in the 1%?
Not enough to stop us. That's what I'm saying. We're powerful enough to stop them.
Then please give me whatever you're taking.
Just some water and a Coca-Cola.
I'm on the wrong vices then.
Yeah. That vice is that's gonna make you feel weaker.
It makes me feel good.
All right, so you ready to take on the rich? You and me?
One rich at a time.
Okay, one. All right, I can accept that. But yeah, speaking of rich people, Netflix, they acquired another studio.
Ooh.
Boss Fight Entertainment. They're known for. Have you ever heard of the mobile game Dungeon Boss?
Has anyone?
Nope. It sounds like a mobile game.
Welcome to Dungeon Boss. Pay $10.
Yep. This is. I saw something. It was like their 6th or 7th game. Or 6th or 7th studio that they've acquired recently.
Oh.
Not game.
This is the 6th or 7th studio the studio has become over time.
I don't know how to comprehend that, but yeah, basically. So I guess we're gonna start seeing more and more.
Oh yeah.
That Netflix thing came out, the service, and then like that there was nothing there.
Well, isn't it? It's only on mobile right now, or in certain countries you can play those games.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'd be interested in playing games on a Netflix service.
I mean, yeah, if they're good.
Yeah, if they're good.
Where's the fucking Telltale Stranger Things game? I know you're
maybe,
working on it.
Maybe
I know you have the rights.
Maybe that's the big one. Coming with season 4.
I want season 4 so Mike can finally fucking die.
If
for anyone who doesn't know, I've been saying this since season 2. Since season 2, I said Mike's gonna die in season 4. I'm predicting Mike's gonna die because he's not necessary. He's not necessary to finish the 5th season. It would be a good draw. All you need is Hopper and L. That's all you need.
Well, I was going to say, if you were talking about strict necessity, it would be L and Will, because Will has all that like connection with the other, with the Upside Down.
Who the fuck cares about Will anymore?
He
was the first one who got sucked in, and then ever since then, he's just been kind of like a dope.
He just wants to play D&D, and everyone just wants to be with girls.
What a pussy.
No, I'm with him. Play D&D.
What about D&D and girls?
Well, that's the thing. He would have been happy with that.
You gotta pick one. Tits or destiny?
Destatits.
You've seen Tenacious D, haven't you?
Yeah, a very long time ago, but yeah, I have.
Tits.
Yeah. You got a new story, Mr. Tenacious D?
Double 11 has joined up with Bethesda to work on Fallout 76.
What is Double 11?
It's a studio that they have brought on to help with the game. And if my assumptions are assuming correctly, it's probably...
Your assumptions are assuming?
Yeah.
If you say so.
Inception.
Oh, no.
My guess is that they probably need more, like, trained hands on Starfield and Elder Scrolls. So they're just like, all right, the majority of the groundwork for Fallout 76 is there. We've gotten it to a pretty decent point by now. Just keep it going.
That sounds right.
If I had to guess. Because they said they're going to bring new challenges in, which sounds like nothing because I hear challenges. And I'm like, all right, go kill this 10 times. But it's like, they're probably going to come out with some small stuff and do stuff here and there.
I mean, I would love to go kill this 10 times.
Yeah, suck them off 10 times.
If I'm Kirby, I'll do it. We have sad news in the gaming world. Mohammed Fahmy. He was the creator and writer of, the game Coffee Talk?
Yeah.
And What Comes After? I haven't heard of that one. But more recently, working on After Love EP, he passed away.
Aww.
At 32 years old.
I was going to say, those games sound like Coffee Talk came out recently.
Yeah, it's no cause of death or anything. It was the studio put out a statement. Real sad.
That sucks.
Yeah. Sad news. People seem to really like him within the industry. Seems like a nice dude.
Yeah, I mean, his games seem good. I mean, Coffee Talk was received really well.
Yeah, and I'm pretty excited for After Love EP. Rhythm game meets story narrative thing.
Yeah.
It's right up my alley.
That sucks.
So no word, no update as far as I saw, at least when I read this. No update on what's happening with After Love EP. So like, I don't know if he put enough of like the story there already. So like the people working there can finish it. I don't know, but sad news.
It's unfortunate. It looks like we'll be getting a new One Piece game coming out later this year.
I saw that headline.
One Piece Odyssey. Every game's gonna have Odyssey in it.
Are you collecting moons?
I don't know.
One piece at a time.
I mean, the cool thing is that this is an original story.
Oh, so it's not based off any of the anime.
No, this is just a complete on its own thing, which is cool. Based off the last One Piece game I played, the World Seeker, it's gotta be better than that. That game was fun, but it was so empty. It was so just like run around, just do this, do that. It's so empty. Nothing's going on. There's like no people walking around.
Do you happen to know if it's being made by the same studio?
It's being made by ILCA, and I don't remember if they also did the Dragon Ball game or not.
Because isn't that like a thing? Isn't there like a couple studios that make all the anime games and they're all kind of the same thing?
Kind of. I know. I'm pretty sure ILCA is a pretty big one.
Okay.
But, I mean, I'm excited. I haven't watched One Piece since I was a fucking kid, and I want to get back into it. But the games are fun. I like playing all these anime games now.
Well, maybe this will be the spark.
I mean, maybe. They just had their 1,000th episode, like, not too long ago.
Oh, it's still happening?
It's still going, dude. It's been 25 years.
Why?
It's the 25th anniversary.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I had no idea it was, like, still happening.
Oh, yeah. They had a whole big thing, like, last year or something about the 1,000th episode.
That's crazy. That's a lot of episodes.
That's it. One Piece is fucking popular.
That's too many episodes.
Uh-huh.
All right. Let's jump into it. The big story of the week. The new PlayStation Plus subscription service is out. Well, it's not out. The details are out. It is a lot of what we expected from the rumors. It's kind of merging PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now. There'll be 3 tiers to this. Did you look into this? What the 3 tiers are?
I started to.
Okay. Well, we'll dissect it after. The first one is PlayStation Plus Essential, which is basically what exists right now.
Yeah.
You get your 2 monthly free games. You get exclusive discounts, saved game cloud storage, online multiplayer, and it'll be $9.99 monthly, $24.99 quarterly, $59.99 yearly. That is pretty much identical to what currently exists. So I take that as good news. That if you want to just keep your PlayStation shit the same, it done. That's it. You're done. The next one is PlayStation Plus Extra. PlayStation Plus Extra.
PlayStation Plus what?
Plus a catalog of about 400 PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games, which will include first and third party games. Noteworthy here is what we expected. There won't be day one exclusives. So God of War will not be on here.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell else they're making. Well, what else are they making? Other than God of War. Is PlayStation making that?
Yeah.
Well, then I guess that won't be there day one.
The other games that they're making.
Yeah. Feels like I thought there were a lot, and now it feels like it's just God of War. I guess because Horizon came out.
Yeah.
This one will be 14.
Final Fantasy 16.
Well, they're not making that.
I'm just saying.
$14.99 monthly, $39.99 quarterly, or $99.99 yearly. So that's gonna be really their Game Pass competitor. I saw people were saying that it's the same cost of just. It's cheaper this way if you were gonna have PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now. So it's it makes sense if you had both of those already.
Game Pass is still better value.
Yeah, especially with the day one exclusives. For me, the deal, the maker or breaker for me is if they're gonna have third party games day one on this service. So let's say a Final Fantasy 16. Is that gonna be their day one? Maybe. If they have games like that day one and just not their first party thing, I view that as worth it.
Yeah.
And they did say that it's gonna have the big games on there that came Death Stranding, probably Days Gone or some shit. 2017 God of War, both Spider-Man games I saw.
Nice.
Spider-Man. Oh, and Mortal Kombat 11 and Returnal will be on there. And then the tippy top, PlayStation Plus Premium. This adds another 340 games to it.
Local games in your area.
From the PS1, PS2, and PSP.
Wow.
To stream or download. PS3 games will be on there, only to stream for some reason.
They gotta figure out their backwards compatibility shit, dude. People want to play old games.
You will also get some selected limited time trials for newer games, only through this tier. $17.99 monthly, $49.99 quarterly, or $119.99 yearly.
Wow.
For people that really care about old games, probably worth it. I don't care enough to pay that amount of money.
I don't even want to be playing for the regular PlayStation Plus now. It just got taken out of my account a month ago, and I was like, damn it.
Yeah. I am going to stick with PlayStation Plus Essential for now. And I could see myself at least a month here and there upgrading to the Plus Extra. If there's if a new noteworthy game that I want to play is coming out on there, I'll be like, well, I'll upgrade for a month. Play that game and then get out. But it's not going to be like Game Pass, where at this one I'm just... I just Game Pass every month for me.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's just... There's every month or two a game coming out on Game Pass I want to play.
Oh, yeah.
So it's this is not Game Pass's level, but I guess it's a start to something.
It's a start, but they're going to definitely get some backlash.
Oh, yeah, of course. Especially the no day one exclusives.
Yeah.
I think that if you're someone who doesn't play video games like us. So, like, we've played a vast majority of the games, or at least the games that we would have wanted to play already.
Yeah.
That will be here. If you're someone who hasn't and is, like, starting to get into gaming or want to expand into different games, this you know, like Game Pass, this would be a good value for that.
Mm-hmm.
But for you, what was that?
Stinky.
Oh. So this is going to start rolling out in June in Asia, and then followed by other territories shortly after. So I'd imagine here we're going to get it either in June or July.
Okay.
And we'll see what happens. We got some write-ins about this.
Uh-oh.
Because I asked what everyone thought about it.
What do they fucking think this time?
Well, we got 2 responses. Both from our friends over at the List Off podcast.
Welcome.
So the first one was from the List Off podcast account at listoff_podcast on Twitter. I assume Ryan, because the next one was from Brian from the List Off podcast.
Ryan.
He said,
Sup.
initially, it felt expensive since it's 2 times the price of the service I have, PS Plus. That was a knee-jerk reaction. I've settled in on feeling like it's a fairly good value. Lack of day ones is disappointing, but it's really only $10 a month for the top tier, which is cheaper than Game Pass. Also, the inclusion of more classic games makes it a better service than PS Plus and PS Now combined at the same price of having both. It's not a home run, but it is definitely competitive pricing. And then Brian, also from the List Off podcast, he is at ManishB on Twitter, said, as someone who doesn't even have the base tier PS Plus, this isn't changing my mind. I'm not investing in classic games as I have better ways to play those if I really wanted. It really depends on the PS5 games offered and how long they stick around.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how I feel.
Yeah.
It depends on what games will be there and when.
And why?
I don't really need the why.
How?
No, I don't really need that either.
What?
I don't need that.
Okay.
But yeah, that is a good point that the top tier, if you do the yearly, only equates to $10 a month. So that's not bad value.
Yeah, but it's 120 plus tax at first, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, it's a big one-time purchase for the year.
Oh boy.
It's like being able to pay for Netflix for a whole year at once for a discount. Wouldn't you do that?
Can't you?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't
You know
pay
what
for the Netflix
doesn't make
I'm
any
using.
goddamn sense? The people who buy people Netflix gift cards. What the fuck?
What do you do with a Netflix gift card?
Right?
Get a month of Netflix?
Right?
But who does that?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know those existed.
Oh yeah, maybe not as much anymore, but you go into places that have like a whole bunch of those like random ass cards. Like I wouldn't be surprised if 7-Eleven and stuff has it.
Let's go to 7-Eleven right now.
Or a Cumbies.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds dirty.
It's a Cumberland Farms. Apparently they're called Cumbies.
No, I don't like that. I've heard of Cumberland Farms.
Oh yeah. Well, I said Sevs, and it's like what? It's like 7-Eleven. I'm like, what the fuck's a Cumbies?
Yeah, no, I don't like Cumbies at all. It sounds dirty.
They're nice places though. I like Wawas.
No, I mean
you ever
dirty,
been to
like,
a Wawa?
suggestive.
We're talking about Wawas.
No,
now.
I haven't been to a Wawa.
You should go to a Wawa.
Do they just call it Wah? Instead of Sevs or Cumbies?
No, we're not even talking about
Wah?
the alliterations anymore. I'm just talking about how nice Wawas are.
Wawa. Yeah, I've never been to a Wawa.
They got some good hoagies.
Are there even any Wawas around here?
Not that I know of. I usually go to ones out of state.
Yeah. That's the issue. I'm in state.
I go to Pennsylvania and I go to Wawa.
I don't go to Pennsylvania. I don't go to Wawa.
And they got stuff in Connecticut. They got Duchess. You ever heard of there's a fast food place called Duchess?
Nope. I know the Duchess upstate.
No. This is a chain. Never heard of it.
I've never heard of chains.
They still have Quiznos out there.
we
Wasn't
not-
Quiznos dead?
I mean, I've never had Quiznos, but
Neither have
if
I.
you were to ask me if Quiznos is still around here, I would say yeah.
No, it's not.
It's
around
not?
here. No. I thought they went bankrupt and died.
They all just died.
That's what I thought.
Well, evidently not.
I have to try it now.
Never had Quiznos.
Neither have I. I need to see how bad it is.
You got some more news over there? Because I still got some.
I got one more.
One more.
Yeah. There wasn't a lot that I found interesting this week or kept up on. Amazon Game Studio head Mike Frazzini is stepping away from the company to focus on his family, apparently.
Oh, hope everything's okay.
Well, in reality, it's probably because that he wasn't really knowing what he was doing and was constantly funneling money into stuff that wasn't working. He was the head and brought together all these game devs and studios and whatnot, and basically didn't listen to any of them because he doesn't know how to fucking make games, and was just throwing money and hoping it would work.
So you think it's more of like, that's just the reason, but not the reason?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, what they said, $500 million was going in between like Lost Ark and New World or whatever, and all these devs are just being like, "Hey, this," and he's like, "No." It's like, well, no, we know what we're doing. It's like, no,
Yeah, no,
my family.
That's gonna be in poor taste if something is wrong.
Yeah.
Speaking of family, Fast and Furious Crossroads.
I was hoping.
Yeah, this
What
transition
a good
worked.
Transition.
This one actually worked.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. It's being taken down, delisted. Starting April 29th, 2022, you won't be able to buy the game.
So is that the new one, or is that Street Outlaws?
No, this is the new one.
Damn it.
Crossroads. It was the one that came out 2 years ago. Yeah.
There's a newer one then.
Then Crossroads?
Yeah.
This was the really bad one.
The one that I played?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a new one called like Fast and Furious Street Outlaws or something.
Oh, I don't know that one.
I do have the bad one, and I played it, and it was bad.
Yeah, so it's being taken down for sale. If you have it downloaded, you'll be able to, like, if you delete the game for storage reasons, you can re-download it.
Oh, yeah.
If you purchase the DLCs that came out beforehand, like, you'll still be able to access and play those.
I was the fucking king that bought a physical copy.
But yeah, I guess goodbye. I was reading this on IGN. They said no official reason was given, but they think it has a lot to do with the feedback of the game.
Yeah. It was terrible.
Yeah.
It was a fucking mobile game.
Speaking of mobile games, this one kind of works. There's an announcement for a new game called Macho.
Right.
We watched this trailer today. It is a match 3.
Can I say that when you told me about it, I misheard, and I thought you were saying that there was a new game starring Matt Pat?
Oh.
And then I saw the main dude, and I was like, that doesn't look like Matt Pat. What's going on here? But I believed you, and I kept going. And then I saw Macho, and I was like, oh.
No.
I won't bring this up now.
No, it's called Macho. It's a match 3 FPS.
It looked like Ghostwire Tokyo, like, fell down the stairs. That's kind of what it was.
So, like, yeah, visually, the
conceptually,
I thought conceptually it's interesting. That's what has
it's
me.
interesting.
So there's aliens
It's
taking
interesting.
over, and there are these little round bug things that are different colors, and it seems like combat is you gotta shoot the 3 colors of like corresponding enemies, and it makes them explode. So it's match 3, but it's first person shooter, and yeah, you're just kind of like using your hands, Ghostwire Tokyo style. Macho. It's coming out this year. I thought it looked interesting.
It looks interesting.
Yeah. Fortnite.
Oh yeah, no more building.
Yeah, that's gonna be a permanent mode now.
Good. Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
still not gonna play it.
I have some interest now.
I don't.
Yeah, they did a limited time like no building thing. They took building out, and everyone was like, "Yeah." Well, not everyone. Most people were like, "Yeah."
Finally.
So now they're adding zero
I can
build
play
mode.
again.
Yeah, zero build mode is just permanent now. So that's
I
cool.
wonder who's gonna perform the first concert in zero build mode.
Is there building when there's concerts?
I think so.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't fucking know either.
Wait, someone write in and tell us. It's important.
No,
It's really important.
I don't want to know.
Got one more piece of news. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe got a release date. April 27th, 2022. So in about a month. Yeah, I never
curious what
played the
that's gonna be
Stanley
like.
Parable, but I've watched the playthroughs of it multiple times.
I enjoyed what I played.
But this apparently, well, they started working on it. It was just gonna be like a console come to-ing.
Port.
Sure, if you have to.
It's less of a mouthful.
But then they were like, kept working on. They're like, we're gonna make some significant changes here. So they added a lot to the game apparently.
Cool.
Yeah,
would try it
still
again.
that game, but with more shit in it.
I'm itchy.
Okay, so itch,
Can't.
slap,
Can't. Still too new.
still too new to slap.
It's like it's on day 4, dude.
Oh, slap the shit out of it.
No.
I slap day one.
I got a new tattoo and it's itchy.
Slap it.
Yeah.
I have 2 notable game releases.
We're not even there yet, dude.
Do you have more news?
So we got both the PlayStation Plus and Xbox Game with Gold.
Those things, yeah.
So for PlayStation, starting April 5th, for PS4 and PS5, you can get Hood, Outlaws and Legends.
Oh, yeah, that game. I thought that game looked interesting, and then it got terrible reviews.
Yup.
Yeah.
Excitingly,
Ooh.
for PS4, we're getting Slay the Spire.
Ooh.
Please go play that game.
I will claim that one.
Yes, because it is so good. Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. What happened?
I have a new phone now, and that means I don't have Slay the Spire mobile anymore.
Oh, no. All your progress.
Honestly, though.
But do you know if there was like, did you sign in with your Android account or did you like make an account through the app?
I don't know if you do. I think you just download the game after you buy it.
RIP.
And we're also getting SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated for PS4.
Oh, okay.
Fuck that game.
All right.
It made me so mad.
It's a decent selection though.
Yeah. I mean, Slay the Spire, it's like,
Yeah, that's
whoa.
the big one.
And we got the games with gold. The 2 Xbox One games we're getting is Another Sight from April 1st to the 30th. And we're getting Hue from April 16th to May 15th.
Nope. They don't do anything for me.
Nope.
As in, like, I've never heard of them.
And the 360 games we're getting is Outpost Koloki X from April 1st to 15th. And MX vs. ATV Live from April 16th to 30th.
Okay, yeah, like the 1 out of 5 million of those games they made. Don't they still make those?
I don't know. There's like new fucking... You know what the big thing is the Monster Motocross, Supercross, Supercharged thing.
Wow.
They're coming out...
That's super.
I don't know what it's called, but they came out with like a third one recently in like the past like 5 years. They're popping.
Popping off.
And we do have some notable game releases.
I got 2.
I got 3.
3?
Yeah, and I know exactly which one isn't there. So I'll start with it. Coming March 31st
Yeah.
to PC and Switch is Koromon.
That sounds kind of familiar. Do I know this game?
No, but it's basically just like a little Pokemon clone.
Okay.
Almost.
This isn't the one where
Pretty
you're
much.
shooting everything, right?
No, this is like more traditional, like pixely style Pokemon.
Okay. All right. I got one on the 31st as well.
Mm-hmm.
Weird West comes out. That's going to be on Game Pass, right?
I don't remember.
Me either.
But it will be coming to PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
Yeah, I count on you for that information.
I do put it down. And finally, very exciting, April 5th, we're getting the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, finally.
Yeah, that game looks cool.
I want it so bad.
Oh, wow.
I want to play it. Looks like it's going to be the best Lego game ever.
Yeah, it does. It looks like they're making some significant changes to Lego games.
And you're going to be able to play it on PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and
Switch.
Switch.
All right, that one's coming to everything.
Fuck Stadia.
Yeah, fuck Stadia. Good on you. I guess worth mentioning that we did talk about a lot of problems at TT Games, the makers of this game. So if that's important to you, keep that in mind.
And it might be the last one they make. Who knows?
After that, it's very possible.
Very much so.
I wouldn't be surprised if Lego like that all came out and they were like, bro, come on.
Bro.
We're out.
Fucking blockhead.
We're going to go to BioWare.
Ew. Imagine Mass Effect's fucking Lego game.
I would play a Lego Mass Effect.
But it's like legit and everything is the same, but it just looks like Legos.
Yeah, would play that still.
I want to see what fucking Garrus would look like.
Oh, because then they would make Legos. They would make like a Citadel Lego set, a Normandy Lego set. Like that would be good. Mm-hmm. That would be good. Oh, I'd be all over that.
I love Legos.
They're
There's so
fun.
many Legos to make. I bought a Lego thing recently. It was a little Turtwig.
Turtwig.
Yeah.
Like was it like one of the mini like figure things or?
Kind of. I was at a Barnes and Noble and they had it there. It was like the real tiny like little bricks, and you kind of just stack them all up in the colors in the right spot, and then it kind of makes like a little blocky Turtwig.
Gotcha.
So it wasn't Lego brand, but it still was fun.
I have 2 Lego sets upstairs, unbuilt, unopened.
I still have halfway through my typewriter.
Finish it.
Yeah. When? Where?
Now. Here.
Can't. Won't.
Fine. Can't force a guy to do Legos.
Can't force anyone to do anything.
That's, well.
Shouldn't.
Shouldn't is, yeah.
Definitely don't neglect your children.
No, don't do that. Kind of a right turn there, but you're not wrong.
Speaking from past experience here.
We're going to go now.
Good night.
All right, good